Letter from Mother. Excellent, read it.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Lady Marjorie would be a very powerful ally. I guess I'll open it. Uno momento, please.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
What do you want?
No, it's fine. Come in.
Oh, he's doing... What is he doing?
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright?
Oh, it's cold.
If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Of course I avoided his question. I don't know who he is.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady
What are you
Marjorie
gonna
just
ask
this
me?
morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
Why are you telling me this?
Exactly
I
right.
heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
Oh. That's bad.
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
I like you now.
Good night, milady.
It's gonna put a cramp in our style if they're arguing about the house. Hey, Marjorie!
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
I wonder if it's the same voice actor as the actress. Don't see why not, but yeah.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together.
I feel I didn't miss my opportunity.
You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her
I'm not
face
a
was full of mirth
traitor.
as she said it.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't
Jesus.
ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding
What should
so
I
near.
say?
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her.
That's gonna be hard.
Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
But she's
See
crazy.
if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
I'm not too sure what I should feel.
Good luck.
You can do this.
Damn straight. Oh, it's Tyrion. Hey, Tyrion. Love you. I'm walking very slowly. There we go.
Ah,
Oh.
Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
Oh,
With your
shit.
permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Bow your
I'm
head.
honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
I guess we're
Is your
loyal.
family loyal to the king?
We were until
Perhaps you
Rob
should
Stark
ask the new
died.
Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
But
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
thank you.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Thank you, Tyrion.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
I have no idea.
Yes, Your Grace.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do,
God,
Cersei?
no.
It's not as if she fought beside the Starks,
What am I getting myself
wielding
into?
a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Thank you, Tyrion.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Sure, she regrets
I'm
it.
sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
God damn it,
Loyalty
Cersei.
can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves,
Sorry, Marjorie.
pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
God.
You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
Oh, you
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
God damn it, Cersei. Screw you, I'm
I
Lord
must choose
Marjorie.
Marjorie, Your Grace.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I could have probably gone a lot better than it did. Hey, Tyrion. You're awesome.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Forgive me for saying it, but the Boltons have no honor.
Roose Bolton has many unique qualities. Honor is not one of them.
I trust Tyrion.
You were brave
He's
to
awesome.
declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei,
Yeah, she's
she will
angry.
not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I wasn't trying to please her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs
Littlefinger.
boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house.
What do you
Are
mean?
you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a
Go
thing.
for it.
It's
I
a
don't know
risk
what
I'm
it
willing
is,
to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
but for the house.
I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
It's probably a very bad idea to ally myself with you, but you're awesome. I don't care. Is the house safe?
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
Damn
But
straight.
at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. Sarah, what? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
He is quite a catch, that guy.
I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife,
He is quite handsome.
and quite passionate, from what I've heard.
Oh yeah.
Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Pretty bad.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Do
He
we...
does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
Well,
which
he
is more
didn't
than
treat
he can say
Sansa
for his
well,
mother.
but...
I don't want to be queen no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You Northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
I wouldn't marry Joffrey.
Let's
Go on.
see, who else should we marry off?
Do you know what he's done?
Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well,
We were just...
Sarah?
Sorry.
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about. This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
It could have gone better.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen. Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you. Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family.
I fear his bastard
I
son.
do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Do it.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Don't tell us, Sarah.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
God damn it, Sarah, you better be legit.
Go on. Ask.
Mother.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow.
Mm.
What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to
That's
ask
a
of you,
huge ask.
and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
Jesus.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Goddamn woman.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
Playing a dangerous
I
game
don't know,
here.
Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother.
It's true.
Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.